locked into the Mother Tribe. This is Ojo World. My name is Shal Marshall here with Damon Goofy Evans, Ding Dong, and Freetown Collective. And our good friend Louis here.
Right before the interview started, before I walked outside. I was like, boy, I wonder if I start on I never think where. I walk outside and see me come check me down, but look low.
Boy,
you're making me feel like I'm absentee.
No, but to the point where we asked when he came for take me home over the carnival, be like, where Rasta? You know, he always already, he get a mumble off. So
I hear all you. I hear.
We thought is we say.
But what we do now?
I have nothing against
it. Man don't like to leave a little place, brother. Inside.
No. Sometimes the way we work, right?
Right.
Sometimes I will be holding on something in another department.
Right.
And, I like to push him in the front too.
Yeah. But you gotta say Ojo just once, just to make them fellas feel like
Ojo!
Yeah, there we go.
But you always that like kind of, I don't want to say introvert, this is the word, but kind of, quite a more behind the scenes kind of person. There's a character, your personality.
Yeah. This is me naturally, but I could switch if I need to.
But I would say that's very weird to be like that, but then also be in music and being that band creative collective as you all call yourself to be out there,
Well, I see some people who really I think understand about our dynamic, right? So while they might see me, in front and singing on stage and different things, Louis and man, when it comes to the sound of Freetown,
right,
all right, in terms of arranging the music and in studio and that kind of thing, when you hear that, and people say we sound different, a lot of times, most times, it's because of him. Right, because I might write a lot of the songs, I might write all of the hooks and stuff. But by the time I bring it to him and I say, yeah, right, and we in studio, I don't shut my mouth. I don't really have much to say because I
guess that's the yin and the yang of it.
Yeah.
But I see, is it that you have a podcast or is it that you just do clips? Because I watch a lot of what you do with the records. That's the only time I really see you.
I would love for it to be a podcast, but so much of it is actual music. If I did it on YouTube, I will get penalized.
Okay, understood.
Yeah. I think, well, and when I actually saw a piece of your interview, I saw a piece of the interview with Corey, and I was like, wait, Lou should come out a little more, boy, and express himself now because it was very refreshing. It was refreshing, and a lot of people like, what?
Do say
that. He's so expressive.
No, but you don't see the things that he's doing because he's a vinyl collector.
Right.
So in a room full of record, and he's speaking about whether it's explaining or whoever it is back in the day. And
I saw that too. Yeah, I saw some clips as well.
Things like I didn't even know. I was like,
oh. He also have a whole album about to drop in October too. So he have a whole project.
You're branching out.
Well, you're not branching out. I mean, we've been working together for 15 years now. You know what I mean? So. Man he from Tobago, he have a whole different experience.
Yeah, so being from Tobago,
right?
And I know some Trinidadians kind of get a little edgy when they hear that, but Tobagonians have a totally different experience than Trinidadians.
Yeah.
And sometimes Trinidadians only realize that when Tobagonians feel free up enough to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because if you're born in the 80s, as a Tobagonian, you know about Panorama, you know about Gilton, you know about the boat that used to take 7 hours to come to Trinidad, you know.
What they calling a young Nello?
Foreigner, yeah. But just on the short series, right? The goal I want to do with that, Shal, is I want Trinbagonians to feel more proud of Calypso.
Right.
Like a lot of Trinbagonians don't know that Calypso was the first music format in the world, right, to become pop music from folk music.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So we were folk music, like one vocal guitar man singing Kaiso, but moving from that to being a commodity to sell 1 million copies, Calypso was the first.
Yeah. So why do you think that conversation isn't it's not louder?
We don't know.
You understand? Because when you try to have the conversation about the ska, right?
Oh God.
And the influence that had on reggae.
Oh boy, you wanna get me in trouble?
Don't get in trouble. Bro, the amount of hate.
You want me get in trouble?
The amount of hate mail this man gets in for the last.
This is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I don't know why as a Caribbean people, we do like to have these conversations. Yo, we are trying to say, man. Yo.
It's controversial.
Yeah.
And it is controversial.
But if it's true, it's true.
Yeah.
What's the issue?
I think there's no consensus. Like there's no one.
That's it, Goofy.
There's no consensus.
That's it, Goofy.
Yeah.
If you have isolated voices,
right,
but you do have an entire culture saying, nah, this is a fact, this happened, then those isolated voices go get attacked.
And I feel too, and I feel is according to the people now, we losing the recipes in that there's a big education gap between you and that much younger generation. And things that, and even me, you are around the same age, and I like, boy, I don't know, I never do that. Yeah, that's, and I pride myself on knowing about soca and knowing something about Calypso. And I know them too. Then that 25, they know nothing what you talking about.
Yeah,
So
we
that
have
is
few
needed.
voices like yourself trying to educate.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't believe, you would think that certain people know certain things and they don't.
Yeah, we just
They don't. And then you'd be like, wait, hey, let me investigate this.
But
I
you
don't
know
know what
they teach
Lou
in
talking
school.
about. Yeah, they're not teaching them things in school.
And that's what we need. If we want more consistent hits in Carnival, then
Yeah.
you need to do that in school.
Yeah.
Like how you expect, right? And I applaud every soca artist different now than I did last year.
Right.
Because there's no support for you to become a soca artist.
No.
You need to be so audacious to say, you know what, I put in my reputation on the line, I go in front of 30,000 people in a fete and possibly fail. Having not learned this in secondary school or primary school. Like, I don't know nothing. I'm fresh on the block. I'm trying to listen to what exists out there. Trying to get the best producer I get, the best engineer, the best master I could get. And you basically trying to wing it.
And every single soca artist has gone through that. Where audience stand
Yeah.
up on you.
Yeah, of course.
You run out there and they
we
watch
just talk
it
this
like,
every year.
all the
Watch me, your
time.
back and be real bro. That's a
Listen,
soca. And you only see 5,000 pairs of eyes watching you and they're balling.
and we don't get to talk about it because it's not something people want to talk about. Right?
So I had a thought when I walk in here, right? In my mind, I just say, but wait now. Ding Dong, Freetown, and Shal has something in common. And the fact is, we was all doing something before soca.
Yes.
That people would prefer that we continue doing that.
Correct. Correct.
Rather than branch out and do something different. And the kind of courage that it would take for somebody who was a successful pioneering song clash DJ to now
Yeah.
say, nah, I want to sing
Yeah.
soca, I want to enter competition, I want to sing in fete. To now believe that you could do it,
Yeah.
knowing that you could get pelt, that you could get
But to know,
booed.
but even now, right, everywhere we have this conversation. Like you song played, we think we wherever, and you go the party, and all the artists in the backstage watching one another. So who going first? That who going first on tonight? And I was like, Shal, boy, you are the most ready boy. Go, boy.
Yeah, they always checking me first. They always sending me.
No, but
Where we
still,
going, we
even
going.
as a season veteran, it's still. And then you're back at the bro.
Still, boy. Still.
Yeah.
Even sometimes the studio experience, because I mean, I know you all have a different approach when it comes to the music, in the sense you don't really curate music just for the season itself, right? Because you're all actually here to promote the album, right?
Yeah.
And the album is not just about.
It's not a carnival album. at
It's
all.
not a carnival album, you know. But many of us, especially when we get into the business, some years you will encounter an energy where you go by different studios and you get different sounding, stuff. And you could say, all right, hey, you know what? I feel I could release this right after Carnival. I could do this, I could do that.
Right.
But then many times it comes back to, all right, I releasing music for the season now. So we were having a joke right before you all hear this. I say, wait, man, them fellas coming already, boy. What they have so, boy? Yeah, man, no, I think it's album. They want to know. I don't think they want to know.
Yeah.
Them in studying next year, but
Well,
finding it for next year.
So the thing is, we are studying next year, right? So that music has been made and is being completed as we speak, right? So we already have the songs in the bag and we know we want to release for next year for the most part, right?
Right.
But this album has been 3 years in the making.
Yeah.
This album started during COVID and we just were going at it because for us it's like, so for instance, that tour of Canada we just did, we did a small show in Montreal, another show in Ottawa, and then our big show in Toronto, right?
Yeah.
When we do those shows, 95% of that music is not music that will ever play on the radio in Trinidad.
Gotcha.
Or anywhere for that matter,
Yeah.
right?
Actually, I saw some clips of them shows and I was like, wait, boy, them in pulling
Yeah,
out a
that-
different audience,
That's our audience.
which
And
I find
so
is very important.
we continue to feed that audience because also, if we're being real honest, Shal, it keeps us away from the jaws of the promoters, meaning we have to depend on our promoter to bring us here or bring us there, because if we could have successful shows,
Correct.
Yeah.
then we could fly.
Correct.
You understand? So even if you have a good song in the season, great, I'm gonna go fly up there, but we still do our own show. You understand?
Do you suffer? Do you think that you all overthink things sometimes? I just thinking about you do this since COVID, so it's years in the making, and you're still long after 2 years and ball. All the show, boy. And you don't get that feeling to start back over again. That creative process, so you just trust it.
Shout out to Ian Lee, the producer of the album, when we're talking about overthinking. But no, it's as an artist, when you're creating music, and the music is not just, the music is ready to express who you are inside and to express your view of the world. It's a plenty of that. Because you're growing while you're making the album.
Yeah.
It's so many different things I went through to make this album. You know what I mean? It's so many things he went through to make this album. And the producer as well. You know what I mean? Breakups and growing as a man and family and
Life.
death and life and, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Just to step back a bit, Take Me Home is one of my favorite songs that come out of this carnival. Go on here. What kind of messages did you receive? Because I watched, as a DJ on the road, I on top of the truck, and I watch people singing it to their heart and tape it and stuff, and watch them do that. What kind of feedback did you receive from that song? Whether they message you or they see you on the road or they see you abroad? How was that?
Boy, Feel the Love was a hit, right?
Yeah.
And Feel the Love was massive for us.
Yeah.
And then we had Mass with Teja and a couple songs in between. But Take Me Home has kind of rooted itself on a level that we never experienced before. The way that people embrace the song, you know, everything from weddings to funerals, you know what I mean? Everything from just people everyday life. And the messages they're getting is, you know, people saying this is like a national anthem. People holding on to it, like with all the deportations taking place in the States and all these different things. People kind of galvanizing around the song in a whole different way. And I'm real happy the pan community has held on to the song, boy. Like the pan community all over the world has just held on to the song. So we experiencing something we never experienced with the song before.
Right. So you all are gonna be outside this weekend.
We're in Barbados, for the country night of Carifesta.
All right, but are you all coming back for these celebrations? Yeah.
We will be here for Independence Day. So we'll be at Oil and Music.
Must sing Take Me Home on Independence?
How you mean?
But just to touch on what you were saying there, Goofy, I think most people, even though they feel like they resonate with this song, they don't know why. I think I know why. It's Calypso, bro. It's Calypso.
Yeah.
Calypso has a way of, once you're from Trinidad and Tobago, you might in a very stereotype way think, we passed that is old man music, that's boring music.
Right.
It had no effect you could go into and bust all always one family and people and move.
Exactly.
And no effect you could go to.
And you know, funny enough, right? At the NCC launch, one of their members came up to me and she was expressing to me, and often back in the day, because we went, I think, lessons or something like that together. And she was saying, I want to get you all back into Calypso. That was her message to me.
Yeah. And it's on us.
She was, watch man, Shal, trust me, we need you all. So
I am looking forward to a Calypso from you, Shal.
And it's on us to revolutionize what it is,
I'm
right?
looking forward.
Because we're not talking about no disrespect to any of the elders, but we're not talking about Chalk Dust Calypso, right? That's not what we come into to bring to the table in 2025. Because we know that we're competing with the larger world. The sound has to be different.
Yes.
But the beat, and big up Kit and Mevon, because we're working extensively with them right now. Kit kind of leading the charge on this. The drum pattern and the guitar pattern, that is what we're talking about. Use that however the hell you want to use it.
And above even that,
I lot of people expressing that this,
we always have the discussion too.
Keep Calypso alive.
Encouragement. I think that's one of the biggest factors. Like, you always hear the generation, well, no, I don't know where to go, and when I reach there again, bad and all them sort of things, all them stories.
True.
Encouragement for the young, like a community and make our money and go on stage and tour and wherever the case might be.
But it's much more than the tent. It really is about taking songs like Take Me Home, the kettle pot rhythm with Young Brother, all these different things.
Him champions rhythm from Tano.
Yeah.
Calypso.
It's taking these things and taking the essence of the Calypso and bring it into the mainstream and showing the younger ones, hey, this still real cool, you know.
Yeah.
This bad, you know.
Yeah.
Have a message. You can hold on. There's one song part of the song about there, boy.
Nation and Apple.
That's it. It's the point where we just like it went over here.
But you know, kind of thing.
But even bigging up man like Young Brother who exemplified and demonstrated.
And went to the big yard.
Come on. Squeeze the ranking. Come on.
And to be honest, we had a storm. Like if we won the Calypso to live, we had to storm the big yard. That's the reality. And I know that might be fighting words to people out there, but we had to storm the big yard and take back what is ours and remove it from a certain place that has been for a while. And you know, who vex, but there are people like, let me say, like Terry and Carrie Nashe and them who've been holding it down for a long time and evolving the sound. But all of us with all of our different identities have to go back into that place and say, this is our thing. And it had a time when this was king of the world. That time is coming again because we seen what soca doing. Calypso had to be right there with it.
That's right.
Trust me, the world is not ready. It is the next wave.
Take everything,
I guarantee it is the next wave. Guarantee.
Mr. Killer.
So
were you seeing Mr.
Love No Matter. So one of the things about this album that we produced was that we collaborated with a lot of people who you might not hear them in this type of way. So we did this song called Love No Matter with Mr. Killer. And I guarantee you'll never hear Killer like this in life, ever, you know. Love No Matter. You want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, Love No Matter, conceptualized by Silence, aka Ian Lee. And this album... Yeah, man. Silence. But Silence is a production duo with a young woman by the name of Natasha Hammond, who is the daughter of Beres Hammond. Right. So we have some royalty on the production on this album. And he lived in South Africa for a number of years. So there's an acquaintance that he has with the Caribbean and Africa that he felt like our music, when I say the Caribbean music could resonate with the continent and with everybody else. So this song, it is a political song, but not in a heavy way. It is a way of saying, hey, if you really pay attention to what happened in the world, Africa do deserve the treatment it's getting. And if we love Africa, then you will say something.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
We got Mr. Killer on this one. Ian, Silence, Lee, the whole Freetown family that have been pushing so hard all this time. Love and respect to the world. There we go. Yeah, man.
Is there a place where love still grows and weeping children don't cry no more? Burning faith and blazing souls, cutting the chains of bondage, letting my people go. Freedom, freedom, say freedom, freedom. They say to live and is to suffer, so the war can't done. How come some have everything and still some don't have none? No man, no banner than the king, so let them all have fun. Until everyone is free, there is no freedom. Wake up, stop dreaming in your slumber. The enemy is at your door with war, lightning and thunder. Shake up, this is no time for blunder. Our children die of hunger, yet we stand aside and wonder. Love is not enough when the river's red with your blood. Boys standing up, love we cover down in the mud. If we have no fear, then we have no control. The message is clear from we heart and we soul. They say to live and is to suffer, so the war can't done. How come some have everything and still some don't have none? No man, no banner than the king, so let them all have fun. Until everyone is free, there is no freedom.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, that is Mr. Killer on the top. Somebody backings. And well here on the bridge.
Same roly-poly killer.
Same roly-poly killer. But a lot of people don't really know that very, very Afro-conscious side of Killer, and that Killer is a man within the community who's ahead in his community. You know what I mean?
Nah, I think a lot of people, well, yes.
Some people don't know.
Some people don't know. But if you follow him, you would see it.
You would see everything he's doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it was a real pleasure to do this song with him in a real way, you know? Yeah. And to put out a song like this in this particular time in here too, you know. One of the things, and I talked this already when we come in here with you, you know, like, I feel like a lot of times artists in Trinidad who decide to delve into soca get pigeonholed, you know what I mean? And because of that, we don't have access to certain parts of the world, and it's almost as if you listen to the music that's going on from the Caribbean, you go feel as though everybody just happy and everything just cool. But that's not the reality, especially from Trinidad, you know. A lot of times you listen to the music and it don't really reflect the reality of what's happening here, you know. And that's not always our fault as artists, because people have to eat, you know what I mean? And I was talking to our producer today, and he was even saying like, boy, I don't know that experimenting thing because I ain't making no money. And I understand that part of it as well, you know. But
I got that message actually today. Somebody was telling me, now is a kind of time, you know, people in a weird space. I mean, if you're following what's going on right now, we in the middle of a...
All in the middle of a lot. All kind of thing
we in the
going on.
middle of a lot. Yeah.
A lot of people now ain't really in a nice place.
Yeah, they festive.
They ain't really all that festive right now.
Even when we were doing Take Me Home, I would have played it for one or two people, and you know, the part of me saying, you know, all around is fire and flames, you know, people like, well, you go say that in soca, nobody want to hear that on the road and whatever, you know, but this is the reality. And I think the song proved that people actually need to hear some different things, you know what I mean? So we go see as we go forward, we go see.
So this is a party album. This is Beyond the Machine.
Beyond the Machine is the name of the album. This song is called Love No Matter, featuring Mr. Killer. Yeah, man.
See one with Naomi Cohen here. Like that.
Yeah.
Governor Plum with this.
Paradise Plum. Yeah, so Naomi Cohen is an amazing Governor Plum. Different Plum. Naomi Cohen is an amazing Jamaican singer-songwriter, amazing vocalist. She played Marcia Griffiths in the One Love movie.
Yes.
Just an amazing human being, and again, we was real grateful to do this song.
She's actually here for cricket, right?
Yeah.
And if you really don't know, her mother is Carleen Davis, who is an OG Jamaican artist, one of the greats to ever do it.
Doesn't her father own a record label as well?
Yes, he did. You know.
Yeah. So we're real grateful to be able to do this song as well and to release the song, you know, on radio in Trinidad. We understand that we cut a new ground too, as Shal. Like we understand it have the like I was saying to Lou over the weekend here, I feel like we are part of a movement that's kind of retuning the sonic fingerprint, the sonic thinking of people now, boy, because a lot of the music we want to express to people, they didn't hear shit like this in a long time now, boy. And so it's a bit of a journey taking people back to a different place, but we have it.
But was it our previous conversation when we were talking about the balance? Who was we was talking today, man? We was talking about balance now when it comes to the music and just general life now.
Yeah.
You know, everything can't be...
No,
everything can't be geared towards
everything
one
be
thing.
150 BPM or like, come on.
Yeah.
Everything can... Everybody can't be looking for the big song alone. Because then we would have never have Poverty as well. We would have never have Dingole. We would have never have a lot of songs that are instrumental to who we are as a people would have never been written if all of those people weren't searching for themselves. If Shadow wasn't examining who we were, if Kitchener wasn't examining, we would know. Why would he ever write B's Melody or Tokoban?
A balance must be maintained.
You understand? So
must be maintained.
Yeah. So we out here in these streets.
Yes. Beyond the Machine, out right now.
Yes, indeed.
These are some of the songs on the album. Freetown Collective, passing through an Ocho.
My blood dance like fire.
Different thing.
Come give me your loving, baby. It's all that I desire. Turn off your phone, silence the world. I just want your touch, chocolate skin, smooth like pearl. Is it way too much to ask of you right now? Fire burning for your loving. Bring your love to me. In the evening breeze. Bring your love right now. Fire burning. Sweat turning to steam. Wrinkle up my sheets there.
Fire hungry, bring your love in. Just come, let me feed that. Where I end, where you begin. I want you all on me. Taste the sweat drops on your skin. Holy water, best believe. Turn off your phone, silence the world. I just want your touch. Chocolate skin, smooth like hers. Is it way too much to ask of you right now? Fire burning, bring your love in. Bring your love to me. Heat that evening breeze. Bring your love right now.
Hold that baby.
Fire burning, fire burning.
The song getting men in real trouble, Shal. You know, this particular song is.
Singing rudeness.
The song getting men in trouble. But the thing is too is like, you know, as Lou and I progress, you know, in the beginning a lot of people would have think we just real strictly political and we real, you know. But it's a big side of us that we don't really get to express, which is this side. And a lot of the songs that we'll be bringing out this year too have much more of a romantic side, a little more of that now. According to everyone, Freetown needs some girl song, he say so.
Oh, okay.
No, but
You don't want to be freedom fighters.
No. We're going to have money when the revolution, man. That's there, but no, for real. Balance again, you talk about balance, and even within the thing of creating balance, and have balance in that too. You know what I mean? So yeah, we here for it.
no, but you get the texture in our voice too, eh? Yeah. Voice record that kind of way.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So again, just to ask, is it available on all platforms, all streaming
Yes,
platforms?
on all streaming platforms.
everywhere.
Out.
Is there going to be some sort of album launch, get
So-
together?
so we did
something some way.
We did a soft launch with our core fans. And it went off really well before we left for Canada. As far as our big launch, we have some things planned. It was supposed to happen this year, but I don't think it's gonna happen this year. We have I could say it. No, with the symphony.
Yeah, man, you could announce that in the plans. So because a lot of the production on this album is symphonic orchestration, strings and production, we are actually working together with the National Philharmonic Orchestra to have a black tie event at Napa where we'll present some songs from this album with the NPO.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
because Young GC doing that right now in his tour.
Yeah.
Nas did it already.
Yeah.
Rick Ross did it already.
Yeah.
Kanye did it already
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
That'll be very interesting.
And we have facilities.
We have
Bro.
facilities.
We have our
Bro.
that not being properly used.
With some of the best musicians in the region.
Come on,
If not the
bro.
world.
Yeah.
We have Napa and Sapa and all that.
Come on.
What you feel? The
Come
it
on.
is for that.
Come
So
on.
big up
Yeah.
NPO and big up the NSSO because you know it has some of the greatest musicians in the region, if not the world, performing on these stages.
And I don't think people understand what does, like, you'll pass by Napa and you're wondering what's going on there, right?
Yeah.
But there are musicians who, this is their 8 to 4.
Right.
They show up at that facility with their conductor and they rehearse all day waiting for the call for when they get a chance to perform.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
we're really
So
excited.
yeah, he's a black tie. Go down by the
Yeah,
floor and
man.
guess measure.
Don't do the man like that. He going Solomon.
Go by E-Cliff now, man.
I don't want to give an excuse. Boy, that suit so expensive.
Go by down. Go
Excuse.
by down now, man.
Yeah.
Man's all over.
Right? Get here.
Yeah, but also, you know, as we release this album, we put this work out too. For us, is about encouraging younger artists who coming up who might not see themselves within the mainstream of soca to know that you can put work out there. Your work can survive out there. It will take some time to build your audience because the soca audience is kind of already ready-made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But take your time, build your audience. If you know you feel like you're weird and you feel as though, well, I know if they go like, we felt the same way.
Yeah.
You understand?
I think it took time because I remember a rough side of you know.
Yeah.
I remember them days, you know. He didn't remember. He's like, for real? I said, brother, he used to be very expressive back in the day.
Bro, I didn't care, boy.
Nah,
I
you
used to be
was
saying
angry
all
them days,
kind
you know.
of thing, boy, Shal, boy.
Yeah, I know.
You remember that?
I remember them days.
Bro.
I remember that. I said, boy,
Bro,
they
me and
if you
Hans,
only know.
me and Hans nearly getting Lurbs nearly getting a physical fight, you know. Yeah, so the whole scene up in UV and thing. We
Really?
look back now, I mean, real good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was different in them days, but I really was.
What changed?
What changed? I can't. Hey, no, that too.
I think it's an understanding of the environment, and sometimes
Growth, he show growth.
Yeah, everybody had to show growth now. Like,
Yeah,
many of us at the time, you see you're going on there, you may have a certain understanding at a particular point in time, and you watching your environment and you saying, why them laws so? Why they doing this? Or why they doing that? Or why the system set up this way?
You catch more flies with honey, Shal. That is all. You just catch more flies with honey. You can't come out here and be balling behind people and telling people they should do this and shit. Why should anybody do anything you say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I would also say, unless you're in it, you don't know it. And being given the opportunity to access this soca space, I always tell Mud, soca is a gladiator sport, right?
Facts.
And if you're not built for it, it will swallow you up. So there's a lot more respect. Despite whatever personal opinions that I will have, there's a lot more respect I have for everybody who would have thrown their hat into this ring and survive. And come out on the other side and didn't lose themselves.
Yeah,
you
man,
know,
for real.
it's not for the weak at all.
The pedestal they put you up on this year. Next year they kicking on the pedestal.
Bro, you're always bracing for it.
So with that said, big up all of the soca artists, known and unknown, who flying the flag everywhere in every little corner of the globe, everywhere. You know what I mean?
All the producers, all the writers who never get the credit.
Everywhere.
Big up to all of you. All of the DJs who, even though you don't know that you're a gatekeeper, but you personally feel like this music is some of the greatest music, and you meeting DJs all over the world who don't respect soca, but you there and you hooking up your laptop and you playing your set fearlessly. Big up to you.
And then all of the people in the different places like Toronto, Dr. J, big up Dr. J, big up Just Vibes in London, you know, the people who have gone into these different places and held it down for Carnival and for soca and for Trinidad and Tobago. Big respect, big respect.
For real.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear a little more off of the album Beyond the Machine. Freetown Collective.
You get under my skin.
Where's your name, Ian? It's just two.
So I think
Yeah, it's just
Nah,
two
just
real
two,
features.
just two,
Okay, all right. So if you want to hear more, you know what you need to do.
Yeah. Just link up. Go on our profile at We Are Freetown on Instagram. Click on the top bio link and you'll see the streaming link there for all the different places you can get the music.
I would say in 2024 we did release a song called Beyond the Machine, which is the title track of the album, featuring Pronto and Olatunji. So that song is also out.
That song is also
You know, it's funny that you mentioned Pronto, right? I was just having no real talk, right?
Okay, all right.
I was having a conversation with someone, another producer, and we were saying, boy, people don't even understand. People will hear and see the bacchanal with him and, you know, and wherever that going on right now, but
Talk
that
about
dude
it.
is so talented.
Gifted.
bro.
Genius.
The man
Gifted.
gifted.
Genius. You can't
The
take that from
man
him.
read.
Gifted. If Goofy
Boy.
only find our song, Beyond the Machine? Yeah.
Pronto gifted, boy.
All right, let's take in some Pronto.
Yeah.
Let me take you high, like a bird in flight, far beyond the skies. You know there is more to life, 'cause this is only part of it. I'll take you where the magic is, take you to the paradise. You know there is more to life. Lose yourself in a smile and make the whole world turn over. Who knew you could find love up in the arms of a stranger? You're full of magic, no wasting. Touch my heart and you change me. Full of fire, you blaze it. Watch out, me spirit jumping up high. Feeling that good
VIP style.
Yo! Let's see how we bring it back.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yes, indeed.
That's what I said.
No, he honestly different. You know?
He is. He is a gifted youth who believe in soca, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because it
yeah.
didn't start up. This song ain't start up and you ain't thinking soca.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Bring it right back. Bring it right back. So big up Pronto.
Yeah,
Big up
boy.
Pronto.
Yeah. Gentlemen, as I say, always a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
Pleasure is
Thank you
ours.
for having us.
Yeah.
And we coming back with some soca soon.
Yeah, man,
We have something load up there. We have something.
2026 loaded.
Yeah. I want to big up Pops. I want to big up Nikolai Green, who I talked to today. I want to big up Kit. I want to big up Mevon.
Yeah.
I want to big up Sheriff. You know, all of the producers that we have worked with.
Brooklyn
who-
Easy
yeah,
yourself.
Brooklyn Easy yourself. So all of the people again who in the trenches working on behalf of soca and Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, man, let me take it to the sky. There we go.
I have one big up that I really want to leave with. You see those people who collecting all of this soca data,
Right.
and
Yeah, man,
publishing
Soca Sauce.
it.
Big up
Soca
Soca
Sauce and
Right, yeah,
everybody
yeah,
else
yeah.
who publishing what songs charting in which countries, how much plays.
Nobody
at the
paying
end
them
of
to
this
do
week. They doing that out of the love of the
Yeah.
art form.
And
So big up to all of the people who doing the work that they would never get paid for, at
Yeah.
least for now.
And all of the podcasts as well who are interviewing the soca artists
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
treating them with the level of respect that they deserve. Because if we do have these platforms, nobody else cares.
Yep.
We have to make these platforms. We have to treat our stars like stars. We have to treat ourselves as royalty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was having this conversation. I was saying we don't have enough. We don't have enough. We need much more.
Yeah.
Much more what you doing. Much more what Corey doing.
course,
much more
of course.
What
Yeah,
we doing
yeah.
here
Of
Yeah.
course.
at Ojo.
Of course. Of
Many
course.
people see me and they're like, yo, bro. I watch all the interviews, some of the interviews, and they could tell me exactly what
That's
happened
right.
from what happened.
That's
man.
right. That's right.
Why you didn't ask them about this and then, you know? And I'm like, wow, okay.
As one man,
There's
Yeah.
one man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So give thanks to the Ojo team for having us.
Give
You know what I mean?
thanks. Shout
Big
out
up.
to Tobago too.
Yeah, man.
Locked
Yeah,
on.
man. Yeah. And Shal, no gas thing. Give thanks to men like Shal Marshall, who we know since we is youths. Because you was a youth with we too, but holding it down in a different way.
Yeah.
And remaining true to the culture
Yeah,
and
man.
giving what you've given to the culture.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man.
You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I-
we appreciate you. Big love and respect.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Mohammed and Lou.
Right?
Yeah,
We
give
are
thanks.
Freetown Collective.
Yeah,
Check out
man.
the album. It's available everywhere.
That's
it's on
right.
all the platforms.
That's
the
right.
album, it's Beyond the Machine.
Yes, indeed.
Beyond the Machine.
I can't leave without bigging up the production team, Black Gold, Silence, and Natasha Hammond for doing the thing on this album as well.
And big up our entire team that makes these interviews happen. Big up Adana, Rainel, Safia, everybody behind the scenes. Freetown family, we love all your bad. Love and
Yes,
respect.
sir. Yes.